Hello everyone, my name is David Duran, aka Liv, that's what they call me. I'm into real estate, that's what I do. I'm here to help people out. I'm not trying to be a guru or sell you a course. I'm just here to help you out. If you have a property, you know, come to me and I will find you a buyer. But it has to be a good deal. It cannot just be a deal where the property's going for $200,000 and it's only worth $200,000. It has to have some equity in it, meaning that the property's worth $200,000, but we could pick it up for like 120 or 130 or something like that. But also, even if we can't wholesale a deal, there's still things we could do with a property that has no equity in it. We probably could rent it out, do some stuff like that, turn it to an Airbnb. So there's other ways we can still make money off the property, and we may not just not be able to get a lump sum in the beginning, but there's other ways that we could go about taking a property that has no equity and still making money off of it, So bring those deals too, just be direct with the owner. Don't bring me a deal that somebody else has in contract and then you're bringing it, and then that's what they call a daisy chain. When somebody has it in contract already, they get somebody else to JV with them. That person that they JV with went out, found somebody else that could find a buyer. Next thing you know, there's this whole chain of people connected to a contract. That's whack. That's corny. I don't like doing that. I'd rather you even come to me in the beginning before you even put it in contract to see if I could further negotiate that, situation for you. Because a lot of times some people bring them and they have it in contract and it's too high already. Like, you have it in contract for 180 and it's only worth 200,000. So some things have to be renegotiated, and some things are better to negotiate before you put it on paper. You know what I'm saying? But we can still negotiate it after it's put on paper still, especially if they're a motivated seller. If they're a motivated seller, then we can always help and talk them down if we can to get the property sold and they walk away happy, we walk away happy, and everybody's good. So that's just one thing I want to say today on helping you guys out with your deals. If you have a property, just bring it to me and I'll find a buyer for you. But it has to be a good deal. Like I said, it can't be in a town where the population's under 5,000. It has to be an area where houses are moving, new construction's going on. But like I said, even those deals that can't move, we can't find buyers for, we also can do something, they call it, we could own or finance it or subject to it, and we could put a tenant in there, or we could Airbnb it, and we can sit on it, because a lot of properties sometimes you just sit on it and wait for the long haul, sit on the property for the next 10 years, 15 years. It's going to be worth more money, unless the world just goes completely to hell. But so every deal, it doesn't have to be a wholesale deal, but remember, every deal that you do, you may not be able to walk away with the lump sum in the beginning. It may be over time. It may be monthly, So that's just different scenarios and different things to how we can handle deals, Everything doesn't have to be a wholesale deal. So just bring them to me. If you got them, bring them to me, and we can help close some deals. Check out my website. Also, too, I just want to say that, the process of doing a wholesale deal is easy. But actually finding the properties is not that easy all the time, So a lot of things what I do is I self-promote myself. I put myself out there. I got business cards. I promote myself on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Connected Investors, Craigslist. I market myself on all these things, and it draws the traffic to me. I market that I could bring you a cash buyer. I could give you an offer in 24 hours. Those are ways that you can market yourself to drive traffic to you too. A lot of times, we keep doing the same things everybody else is doing. Oh, I'm going to find a pre-foreclosure list. I'm going to, and at the same time, remember that pre-foreclosure list, everybody's on it. Every other wholesaler, every broker, every investor, they all follow the same thing. So sometimes we have to figure out ways to find better leads, and the thing, a lot of thing is with me is a lot of networking. How I close a lot of deals is just people bringing deals to me, me going JVing with people on deals, or people hearing about me being to sell a house, and they come to me and bring their house. So that works for me the best. Bandit signs work too. Don't get it twisted. Those work too. I do a lot of postcards, but that hasn't really worked for me yet. I heard you got to do those in the thousands just to get one or two deals. But I still send them out anyway because it's a way you can always contact the owner and see if they want to sell. They just haven't worked for me yet because maybe I'm only sending out 60 to 100 postcards a month. But there's other people out there sending out thousands. But I like to just try to chase qualified leads of people that I know are ready to sell. I don't like to just be out there just calling a million numbers and sending out a million postcards to a million addresses. Like, they have to be qualified leads. These got to be people that want to sell a house. You know what I'm saying? You selling something to somebody that just bought a house 6 months ago. They don't want to sell, and you just wasted, some of your marketing dollars. You know what I'm saying? So just be careful and be wary of trying to, wean out what are good deals. And I'm not going to sit here and say it's easy. No, it's not that easy trying to make $1 billion. If you're trying to do real estate and you're trying to come up, trust me, it's not. If it was that easy, then everybody would have millions of dollars in real estate. You know what I'm saying? The process is easy, but obtaining or trying to make a few $1 million, you got to put in a lot of work for that. And a lot of people, that's what they did. They put in a lot of work from the beginning. This is not a get rich quick scheme. That's what a lot of people be flocking to real estate for, thinking it's a get rich quick scheme. No, it ain't. It took me like probably a year just before I did my first deal and made any money off a deal. But I call it paying for learning. Like, I didn't know everything. I didn't know the steps, and I had to go through a process of learning. Sometimes people could do it even faster. You could do it like in a month's time. But it depends on what you're learning, to do those deals. So just be aware of that. And I'm not discouraging anybody, because trust me, it's the best thing I ever got into. So I encourage people to keep going, but also target what you're trying to find to try to make it easier for yourself. Try to target who wants to sell. And it'll make it easier for you. In the long haul. And you could do way more when you know how to target what you're doing. So that's just a tip I want to give you guys. Don't want to hold you guys up, but check out my website, livebetter.com, LIVBETTA.com. Check out my hat line, Jim Headwear. You can check it out on Instagram, Jim Headwear. You can check it out also on my website for my barbershop, universallook.com. You can come through. If you buy one of my hats, you get a free haircut. That's one of my specials. I'm just an entrepreneur, that just stumbled into real estate. That's all I am. I haven't always been doing real estate. Been a barbershop owner for 20 years. I got a hat line that I had for the last 6-7 years. And I'm just broadening what I'm doing. Broaden what I'm doing with real estate. And real estate is going to help invest into these things that I have going on already and make those expand even further. So that's just my tip of the week, my tip of the day. Give me a call too at 516-927-7993 if you have a house, and I'll find a buyer for you. We get that going. Peace.